Good morning, you guys. Good to see you here on Grassroots Gardening. We got a pretty exciting day today. We have got to remove 2 trees from out here by my backyard. I'm gonna go ahead and fess up. Yep, I have invasive trees planted in my yard. Now, I didn't know any better a few years back when I planted these Bradford Pears, but they are an invasive species. We got one there, and we've got a monster over here. So I've got a few guys coming down to help me today. We're going to take the telescopic forklift, the chainsaw, limb them up, put them in the dump truck. It's really going to change the landscape out here. I'm really excited about it because once we get rid of these guys, then we can pick out some trees to replace them with. Now, if you're unfamiliar with Bradford Pears, they were a crazy popular tree back starting probably in the 70s, for sure the 80s and 90s. I mean, just a gajillion of them were sold, and everybody loved them because they actually are, you know, they're an attractive tree. But they grow super fast, tons of white flowers in the spring, even though the flowers smell like a mixture of dirty socks and fish. They smell horrible. They are a beautiful specimen, and they grow super easy just about anywhere. This is one of the only trees that you could like plant it and then just forget it. I mean, it did fantastic. The problem is the Bradford pear was grafted to the calorie pear rootstock, and so the Bradford pear itself is self-sterile, so it can't pollinate with itself. However, other pears can pollinate with it. That produces berries, then birds eat the berries, and they have spread them all over the southeast, and it's really a big deal. I mean, I saw them all along the side of Interstate 20. They're just everywhere. These calorie pears are coming up and taking over native habitat. So the birds have kind of screwed themselves by eating these berries and dropping them everywhere, because now the calorie pear is coming up and it's taking away all their natural food sources. So this tree is for sure on the invasive species list. No nurseries can sell them. It's illegal to sell this tree because it has become such a problem. Now, me removing my 2 trees, unfortunately, I hate to even say it, it's not going to solve the world's problems with the calorie pear, but it at least is going to help. The other reason I want to get these removed is too because they do grow so fast. The wood is pretty weak. So you see that crotch right there in the middle? I've seen these things during storms just snap right in half, and I certainly don't want it falling onto my house. But that's another reason why I want to go ahead and get them out of here. And plus, how can you have a gardening YouTube channel and have invasive species planted in your yard? It's just not cool. So we're going to get rid of them. I'm really excited. I've got a couple things in mind that I want to go back in their spots. But later on, we're going to go down to the nursery. Maybe not today, depends on how it goes. But at some point, we're going to go down to Grassroots Garden Center. We're going to pick us out 2 brand new trees, get them planted. But this landscape is really going to evolve today. The guys just showed up with the dump truck. But first, we got to go around here and feed the birds that I hear squawking and get our greenhouse watered up, and then we're gonna get to work. Well, I hear the cavalry coming, y'all, and as we're walking around to the greenhouse, look at how beautiful our climbing roses did that we pruned back not too long ago. This one is the Cecile Brunner, beautiful pink flowers. Now, it did get beat up a little bit. We've had a lot of rain here lately, so it looks a little bit rough. And then our Cloud 10 right here looks really rough. But man, we've had just thunderstorm after thunderstorm here lately. Peggy Martin down there on the shed looking beautiful, as she does every year. And there's the JCB. We got our buddy Anderson in it. We're gonna throw somebody, hopefully not me, in the basket and go up. And I guess we'll probably start on that one right there first. Hey, you mean birds. How you mean birds doing this morning? So if you haven't seen the channel, this is Kona and this is Millie. These are both rescues, and Kona hates me. And he hates men in general, but he really hates me. Like, I can't even get close to this guy. Hey dude, I'm just coming out. See? So aggressive, dude. Why you gotta be so aggressive? Just coming out here to feed you, bro. Alright, okay. Just giving you some food. I spend so much money just to feed you, and you can't even show the least little bit of respect. You crazy, dude. Like, he just wants to kill me. It's awful. Now tell me you're sorry. Tell me you're sorry for being so damn mean. All right, or just eat your food. Millie, you got your peanut there, darling? About time for you guys to go out into the aviary. It was a little chilly this morning, but I think we're in the clear now to be able to put these guys out in their big aviary. Let's walk out there. It needs some cleaning up, I'm sure, but we can at least take a look at it real quick. Well, yeah, it's not in too bad a shape. It survived the winter. Got our ginkgo and some hardy citrus growing in the slab of it out here. And I gotta get out here. I want to build my whole jungle gym with this bamboo. Just build them a huge jungle gym so they can climb all over the place and fly around in here and try to attack me. I've got so many projects, you guys. This is my life. It's like just jumping from one project to the next and trying to keep life in order. It's a job. All right, plants, y'all need some water. I think it's gonna be pretty warm today. I like watering this greenhouse out here way better than watering inside my house because I can just kind of make it rain out here and don't have to worry about getting water anywhere. We can just make it thunderstorm out here. Let me show you guys a few things that are blooming real quick. Not a whole lot happening out here right now. The red moon philodendron did just put out a new leaf. Oh, cool. I thought it was going to be all red. It's got a little bit of that chartreuse variegation to it. Got a really nice orchid blooming right here. I forget what he is. This is a Graniteville. Isn't that pretty though? Then over here, we've got a dendrobium blooming. Check this dude out over here. This is dendrobium, let's see, and whoa, I can't even read that. And no, some alba, something like that. It's kind of fading a little bit, but it was really a lot darker purple just a few days ago. These blooms last quite some time. We have got just a tremendous amount of work to do in here, but it ain't gonna happen today. We're just gonna have to put this on the list and get to it when we can get to it. All right, y'all, well, we got us a pretty good game plan, I do believe. We've got our buddy Andreas down there in the JCB, our good friend Luis up in the basket, thank goodness that it's him and not me, and then our friend Anderson right over there. It's gonna be our limb collector. So we've got all kinds of chainsaws, little handheld pole saws, just to see what works the best. And Luis is gonna try to get himself in there as best he can, cut the top out, and we're just gonna bring it down stage by stage. But what we're gonna do real quick like is go over here. I've got these Leyland cypress, and I planted these in the wrong spot, I'll go ahead and admit, because they're getting a little bit too big for their britches, and they're kind of sticking out into my little side road that goes down to the front yard. So I think we're gonna try to limb up the big limbs off of them at least real quick so we can get the dump truck down here. But see what I mean? These things they're getting so wide at the base. It's really narrowed down my little drive right here that goes to the front yard. So we're gonna walk down here to the shed, get our DeWalt saws off, at least take off a few limbs. And y'all should have seen Peggy Martin back before all the thunderstorms came through. Man, she was absolutely gorgeous. You remember we pruned her back late winter, early spring, and this thing has just bloomed its head off. And y'all, if you haven't watched my channel before, you know I have a little bit of a DeWalt tool addiction. There's our new power planter down there, and I've just got a myriad of different DeWalt tools, but they come in super handy for all the stuff that we do. Let's get us a wood blade in here and we should be good to go. I think we're gonna wind up eventually having to tear down these Leyland cypresses too, just because they're just in the wrong spot. But for now, let's see if we can get up in here and get some of these big limbs taken off the bottom. Well, that should clear it up a good bit, don't you think? And look at what I found up in here when I was cutting. Let's see, where'd it go now if I didn't kill it? I must have covered it up. Let me move these limbs and I'll show y'all. Quit slapping me. Get in there. There we go. That's a start to our tree removal day. And all this will go up to Gringo Recycling. That's our company that will take all the tree waste, grind it down into either mulch or compost. So nothing's wasted with everything that we're taking down today. That looks much better. I can actually see the back of the truck down here now, but this is what I'm gonna show you guys. Look at this little hosta. Now hostas love shade, but this dude was like living in the closet up under him. It was in the dark. So he'll get a little bit more light now and hopefully he'll make it. But I think we are gonna have to eventually, not today, we're gonna eventually have to remove these cypress trees. That'll give us a nice bed area too, to plant some more shrubs in, and it won't take up all of my parking, and it's going to grow back and close off my driveway again. So that we're going to put that on the list too. Like, we need some more projects, but that one's now on my list. Let's see how this project's going around here. Luis is making some good headway on the Bradford Pear there. He's done got half of the top removed, so coming along good. He's got a rope tied to those so we don't crush the shrubs down below. He'll lower them down to Anderson. We'll pile them up here. We'll probably bring the tractor with the grapple and be able to put them in the dump truck a little bit later on. But making progress. I'm gonna get to work now. Well, those boys have got that project under control for at least a minute. So I'm gonna put on one of our new Edison solar post cap lights. Found this on Amazon. They're really cool. I've got one up on top of there. This one evidently I didn't secure so good, and the wind blew it off in one of the storms the other day. So I had to reorder. See, there's my one that kind of got blown off. They're really pretty, so I had to reorder me two more of them, or one more of them I should say. Got one as a backup now. So they're solar powered, super bright. I really like these. So we're gonna slap this back up on the post and make sure I secure it good this time. That should do it right there. Now we just run us 2 screws in from either side. I might have forgot to put screws in. Now we got screws in it. We should be good to go.
Permítame, si no lo bajo.
Well, unfortunately, Luis's little chainsaw, I don't know where it went to now, but his little home light chainsaw didn't make it, so we had to use the old pole saw here to hopefully finish up the job. May run to Lowe's and buy a little Husqvarna. I've been wanting one for a while anyway. We'll see how this goes. If we can get a few more of these tall limbs off, we might take the big steel chainsaw and lay down the whole log and pick it up with the telescopic forklift. Well guys, it's only 10:30 in the morning. We still got a lot of wood to cut. I'm gonna run to Lowe's. Well, we're gonna run to Lowe's because y'all are coming with me. Go ahead and get us a little small Husqvarna chainsaw. Mine got stolen quite some time ago. All I've got is that big old steel, like I said. And we need just a small general purpose chainsaw. So let's run down there. We're gonna buy us a chainsaw. We're gonna grab us some Arby's for lunch. We're gonna get on back here and get back to work. This was maybe not the best day nor time to come to Lowe's because the parking lot is absolutely packed out. Holy crap. I'm hoping we can get in and out of here pretty quickly, but I don't know, man. Golly. Man, look at the people buying flowers. I'll need to get out of Grassroots Garden Center. Don't be buying this box store junk. Maybe I should stand down here and hand out cards. It might be a good way to get run off though, mightn't it? Well, this should be interesting. We had to park all the way out here in BFE because the parking lot, I mean, it is almost slap full. Reminder not to come to Lowe's spring Saturday around lunchtime. Good gracious. Stuck together. Let's see if maybe this is a winner. Let's see what we got here today, guys. I'm pretty sure I want pretty much like the smallest one they got. This 120 here is not bad. Let me check these out and make my decision. Then we got to remember to get some bar oil, and I think that's it. Yeah, I think this is the one I want, guys. This 120. This will be good for limbing up stuff. I used to have a 455 Rancher. This right here. That's a pretty big saw. So I think that's gonna be the winner. Bad part is now we gotta go find somebody to take this lock off. Well, we got us a new chainsaw, guys. Had to wait a little bit on somebody to come unlock the thing for us, but we got it. We're gonna run by Arby's now, grab the guys some lunch, get on back and cut that second tree down. All right, we got our new 120 Husky there. The guys done moved around to this tree here, making some pretty good progress with the little pole saw. And this one is all the way gone. Man, that really opened it up around here. That looks awesome. This one is much taller than the first one, so it's gonna take a little bit more time, but it doesn't look like it's as wide. And we got some good area to drop these limbs over here. So now with our new chainsaw, after we eat us a little bit of lunch, we should make short work of this one. Y'all ready to eat lunch? That's looking good, Luis. Yeah. I like it. And this is how you do it right here, guys. You got to mix that horsey in with the Arby's sauce. Got us a roast beef max. Time to do work. Yeah, it is good because that was both of our chainsaws are down, so I figured we needed one anyway, you know. Yeah, it's fine. Oh, like a professional. The chain's a little bit tight. We might have to loosen it. Check it and see what you think. But I think it's a little too tight. Check it out and see. I think that'll be a perfect little chainsaw for us to use around here, though.
Oh yeah, that's the perfect size.
Yeah, not too heavy. That 455 Rancher, that joker was heavy.
Oh yeah.
She would work you out. Yep, already got bar oil.
Yeah, I was need this empty tooth one. You had that tooth for make it loose?
Yeah. Right there.
That one, yeah. It's good right there.
I think so too. Yeah, you don't want it too tight.
Yeah, because when you tie, it's gonna tie a little bit more. You see?
Yeah.
This was more loose before tie down. The nuts right here.
I think that's perfect right there, buddy.
Yeah.
Moves good.
Yeah.
I like that little saw. I ordered me an engraver off of Amazon, so I'm gonna engrave my name and phone number.
Oh yeah.
Not that it'll help, but hopefully it won't get stolen again.
I hope not. I don't like that.
I don't either. Well, see what she does. Does it got a little primer on it? Okay, yeah. Prime it up. Yeah. Let's see what that new Husqvarna will do there, buddy.
Let me check.
Almost. That's okay, I can edit the video.
Yeah, always hot. Not a chance.
That thing should have fired up though.
Yeah.
There she come on, baby. Might be flooded.
Chances like that. This is what
I don't like that.
no, it's supposed to still running, but
Maybe you think we flooded it?
you have to adjust a little bit
Yeah.
the
maybe,
trial.
maybe so. You just had to get used to you, maybe. Well, we got it all cleaned up, and let me tell you, I'm tired. That was a bunch of daggone work. That was a lot of tree, man. That thing, well, y'all saw it. It was huge. We got it all raked up, all hauled off, so this side looks good. Now, I got to figure out what I'm going to do because, you know, I was automatically thinking about, okay, what tree can I replace these Bradford Pears with? But now, I'm kind of thinking, hey, do we just want to bed it up with shrubs? So we're just going to have to kind of think on that one for a little while. It's no rush. I've got to bring a mini excavator down to get these stumps up, and I don't know when I'm going to do that, but the most important thing is the hard work is already done. So we've got to figure out how to get this stump out. This one's going to be a little bit more difficult because I really can't access it with the excavator all that well, and so we're just going to have to give it a little bit of thought and see if we want to replant trees or if we want to go back with shrubs. And then over here we got a little interesting side note. So while we were going to Lowe's to buy the new chainsaw, Luis very smartly removed all of my pretty rare Japanese maples that I had planted all down in that area so they didn't get squished when he took down the limbs. However, he just told me at right at 4 o'clock at quitting time that, hey, I dug up all of your really important Japanese maples and they're sitting over here drying out. So I'm going to plant some Japanese maples, it looks like. Bless his heart, at least he didn't ruin them. But it would have been nicer to know a little bit earlier in the day. It never ends, y'all. But I certainly do appreciate you guys watching. Hit that thumbs up for me down there. Subscribe if you haven't already. And the more you know, the more you grow. I'm going to get back to work.